Y'all, it's raining super bad right now. Well, not super bad, but the weather is not the best right now. But today I want to talk about not operating. I'm sorry if I look kind of washed out. I'm recording on my phone this time. I don't know why. I personally purchased an actual a camera, but you know, it's it just doesn't work out well. I need to find what you call it, I need to find actual camera stand for me to put my camera on. Excuse me. But today I want to talk about operating out of the will of God. And the topic came up to me because not only was myself and one of my coworkers talking about it, but it was just a conversation that I've been having with myself for the past few months. And the reason why, because I have a very good, I feel like I have a very good relationship with God. And it was just, God told me to do something, a couple of somethings, and I did not listen. And you know what? A lot of people don't talk about when they don't listen to God. You always hear about the good things about how God has blessed them. But, and I have had this happen before with not listening. And you would think that I've learned my lesson, 37 years. You know, you think I would have learned by now. But apparently not. Apparently I am a glutton for punishment, okay? And what I'm gonna, oh, Jesus. Baby, these people and they driving, Lord have mercy. Okay, so what I was about to say, I'm a glutton for punishment. The reason why I say that is simply because God, it was a few things. But there's one thing in particular. A couple of months ago, I prayed and prayed, and I said, God, you know what I want you to make happen in my life. And it's very few things that I've asked God for and he has not given me. I will say that. And it's a couple of things that I asked God for. He told me that I didn't want it. And guess what? Once everything and the cookie crumbling and everything came to full, like everything came together, it wasn't together, Jesus. So I say that to say, listen to God, okay? And he know. I know we think we know, but we don't know. We don't know nothing. We know absolutely positively nothing. And he is God for a reason, okay? So I'm not going to speak on the situation itself or situation, or I probably not directly. But if you are a friend or a family member that's watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So a couple months ago, situation came, and you know, I was presenting some offers, and God told me, Carla, that's the one for you. Like, that is the one. And at that time, I called myself, and I will insert a video about praying for the P word, okay? But I was praying for the P word at that time. And even my grandmother, 95 years old, she passed away. But even my grandmother told me a long time ago, you never pray for patience, because God will test every bit of your patience to ensure that you have patience. My friend Kim, she always told me, never say what you could not live without, because God will show you that you can still survive. You're hurt, but you will still survive. So that's something that she did tell me. And you know, and that was a lesson that was learned. But just not operating in the will of God, and what came and why I really am recording right now is because today I was going back, and I haven't been going to church like I was previously, and that speaks to a lot of how once you start getting what you want, you get distracted with the stuff that you ask for, and that's not what he wants you to do. You still need to stay in his will. So that's for one. I fell off when it came to church. As far as reading the Bible and reading my daily breads and praying, that has been the same, okay? But, you know, I still feel like you have to go to worship. Like the preacher said, like T.D. Jakes said, because that's where I attend church at. I do go to Second Baptist from time to time. But he says that, you know, you need church really every day. But you need that Sunday, and then you need that Wednesday midweek service to keep you on track from Sunday. Because as soon as you step out Sunday, you can revert back to what you were doing before if it doesn't stick. Like, it has to stick. So that makes sense in that essence about what he said about that. But like I was saying about praying for the P word, it was something, and I said, you know what? I know what God said, and I'm just going. I should be good. Basically, that was the conversation that I had in my head, saying that, girl, I should be good. Lord have mercy. I'm not going to say I'm miserable, okay? If it's a level right under, like right under miserable, that would be me in one aspect of my life, okay? No lie, straight honesty. Everything else in my life is, you know, not smooth sailing because there's rocks everywhere, but, you know, it's pretty much one and the same. It's nothing drastic, okay? But this one area, and, you know, at this point, at first, I was upset. Y'all, I got high blood pressure. I literally just said that out of my mouth. And I had token myself as the, what you call it? The healthy fat girl, okay? Basically, I had no issues. I didn't have high blood pressure. I did not have high cholesterol. No pre-diabetic, which diabetics run in my family, actually on both sides of my family, my mama and my dad's side, and none of that had, you know, came up in my life, okay? But I know that in certain situations, and my sister, she laughs all the time. She always says, your damn blood pressure ain't high, you make everybody else damn blood pressure high. It's not okay, but I'm okay with that part. But y'all, now other people making my blood pressure high. Jesus Christ. So I'm knowing that my blood pressure, it was non-existent before. So now I understand, and I with my doctor, she knows like where it's stemming from, because this is the common denominator in the situation, okay? And until that changes, the blood pressure situation is probably not going to change. Not saying it won't, but I'm trying to get better. So y'all pray for me. But working outside, basically working outside God's will, I know that eventually he is going to turn this situation around for me in my life. I'm sorry, I hit a hump. And hitting a hump in a Camaro, Jesus, is like going over a boulder in a Jeep, okay? Something's going to shake, okay? But I know eventually it's going to turn around for me. Not at this time, though. I know that this is my time of suffrage. And I know people, you know, would not like to think that God would not make you suffer. And in essence, he's not making me suffer. I made myself suffer, because if I would have stayed in his will and listened to him, I would not be going through the situation that I am going through right now, okay? So it's all my fault. I accept it. At first, I was kind of no. I didn't accept it at first, but it started going on ahead and accepting it because it pretty much it is what it is. So my Angelou says, if you are unhappy with the situation you're in, you have two options. Stay in that situation and accept it for what it is, basically. And then the second option is to change it. So at this point, I am in change mode. So y'all like my Target raincoat? Super cute. And it was super cheap. And it's thick. But back on subject. But yeah, I did it to myself, so I can't be upset. And it's one thing about God. God will tap you on your shoulder and be like, sis, remember I told you to do this, but you thought you was grown. And since you think you grown, I'm gonna show you that you're not grown. And guess what? The TD Jakes, what you call it? The TD Jakes, look at my mama putting it in the trash. Jesus! Come through, Hazel. Come through, Hazel. Pulling in the trash. I appreciate you, God. But, what I was about to say, it's just, yeah. He will whoop you until he feels that it's time for you to do what you're supposed to do. So at this time, I'm in whooping phase. I just accept my whooping right now. I know what it is. At first, I would cry. I would cry to everybody, my mama, my friends, my family. Lord, I would cry to everybody. But you know what? I'm at the phase where I'm laughing like, Jesus, I know. So, y'all learn from me. And y'all probably, if you've had this situation happen to you, you know, put it in the comments, because let's talk about it. Because I know, I know that I know, and you know that I know that this time is a hard time, but I'm gonna get through. So I hope you guys like this one. This was really just a drive from my job to my home, and it was a quick, what, 12, should be like a 13 minute video. It's not gonna be that long, but I had to share that, you know, not staying in the will of God. It's not a good thing, okay? Not many people talk about it, but it happens. So let's talk about it, okay? What did you do and not stay in the will of God, and how did God whoop you? And how long? Wait, no. What I really want to know is, what's the period? What was your time frame of your whooping, from your whooping to being set free? So I love you, hun buns. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy
Everything that comes into your life is designed to change you in some way. It's not what you went through that you ought to hold on to. What did you learn from it? How do you grow from it? How do you take what hurt and turn it into something that helps? Your stars are made out of your scars. Everything that's burning up here is burning and smoking because it's going through a metamorphosis. And you, if you're going to grow in your faith, have to go through a metamorphosis. And when you're not changing fast enough, when you're stubborn and you're hard-headed, God says, I'm going to put some more fire to it. I'm going to put some more fire to it. You won't say yes, huh? You won't say yes. I'm going to put some more fire to you. Oh yeah. You just got a temper like your mama. Oh, you got a mouth like your auntie. You're not going to be like Jesus. You're going to be like your relatives. He said, when I get through putting some fire to you, oh yeah, when I get through lighting you up, I'm going to bring you to your knees. I'm going to get your attention. I don't care how many degrees you got. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you drive. God knows exactly where to burn you to bring you to your knees. What she and God are talking about is none of my business. Come on, stop trying to know everything about everybody. That's why your marriage don't work, you're nosy. If you give a person a little space, they stay with you longer. Let somebody breathe a little bit. Get up off of them a minute. Let them have some me time. Oh, I'm going to help you today.
He's an on-time God, but he's on his time and not our time. And we're all clapping now. But when God is not on your time, we don't clap like we just clapped in this room. When God is not on your time, it hurts you. When God is not on your time, it makes you question whether you were doing the right thing in the first place. But I think there's a special kind of blessing for people who learn how to serve through disappointment. I think it makes you more like God. If you think about it, he still serves us even when he's disappointed in the things that we do. So I'm not going to let my disappointment separate me from the love of God. I'm not going to let my pain separate me from the love of God. I'm going to take that pain. I'm going to take that disappointment, and I'm going to serve it to the one who makes all things work together for my good. God, show me